the door that slammed and the soul that rose. There are moments in our lives when the world seems to conspire against us. The doors we crave swing shut with a thunderous finality, echoing through the chambers of our hearts. Rejection, cold, sharp, and merciless, feels like a verdict, a cosmic no stamped on our dreams. But what if I told you that every slammed door, every no that rattles your bones, is not the end, but the beginning of a secret transformation? Picture this. You stand in a dimly lit corridor of your own becoming, the air thick with the scent of old hopes and the dust of forgotten ambitions. The door before you, one you've knocked on with trembling hands, closes so violently that it almost knocks you off your feet. The world expects you to shrink, to dissolve into the shadows of your own disappointment. But what if instead, you planted your feet, lifted your chin, and saw that closed door for what it truly is: a catalyst, a crucible, a forge for your spirit? This is not a fairy tale. This is the reality that Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, understood with every fiber of his being. Life will not always open the doors you want. Sometimes it will slam them in your face, daring you to find another way. The universe's no is often a hidden yes, an invitation to rise, to grow, to become something more than you ever imagined. The fire in the ashes of rejection. Let's not sugarcoat it. Rejection hurts. It stings like ice pressed against bare skin. It whispers lies in the quiet of the night, telling you that you are not enough, that you are invisible, that you are unworthy of love, success, or belonging. But here's the truth. Rejection is not a reflection of your worth. It is a mirror, showing you the places where you are still unformed, still raw, still waiting to be shaped by the fire of adversity. Imagine a blacksmith in an ancient forge, sweat streaming down his brow, eyes narrowed in concentration. He takes a piece of cold, unremarkable metal and thrusts it into the flames. The metal screams, bends, and glows. It is only through the relentless heat, the hammer's blow, and the anvil's resistance that it becomes a blade. Sharp, strong, unbreakable. So too are you shaped by your rejections. Every no is a hammer strike. Every slammed door is a gust of wind billowing the flames of your transformation. You are not here to be coddled by the universe. You are here to be forged, to be tested, to be made worthy of the greatness that lies dormant within you. The Stoic stance in the storm. What separates those who are broken by rejection from those who are made by it? It is mindset, the silent, invisible architecture of your soul. The Stoics teach us that we cannot control the winds that buffet our ship, but we can adjust our sails. Life will hand you storms, but you choose whether to be swept away or to ride the waves with unshakable resolve. When the world turns its back on you, do not beg for its attention. Do not shrink to fit the smallness of others' vision. Instead, stand tall in the storm. Let the rain wash away your doubts. Let the thunder remind you of your own power. You are not defined by the doors that close. You are defined by the courage with which you knock again and again and again. The Stoic stance is not passive resignation. It is active acceptance, a fierce, unyielding commitment to meet life on your terms, to greet adversity as an old friend, to see every rejection as a lesson, a signpost, a chance to grow. Before you can turn rejection into fuel, you must believe, truly believe, that you are worthy of something greater. This is not arrogance. It is a quiet confidence that comes from knowing your own value, even when the world refuses to see it. Ask yourself, where does your worth reside? Is it in the opinions of others, fickle as the wind? Is it in the fleeting applause of the crowd, here today and gone tomorrow? Or is it in the unshakable bedrock of your own soul, forged by struggle, tempered by loss, and polished by perseverance? Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." If you let rejection paint you in shades of despair, you will become a ghost in your own life. But if you choose to see every no as a brushstroke in the masterpiece of your becoming, you will emerge vibrant, alive, and unstoppable. Seeing beyond the closed door, rejection has a way of clouding our vision, of making the world seem smaller, harsher, less welcoming. But clarity, the ability to see beyond the immediate sting, can turn even the darkest moment into a lantern of hope. Imagine standing before a closed door, your reflection warped in the polished wood. Behind you, 1,000 other doors wait, each leading to a new possibility, a new adventure, a new version of yourself. But you cannot see them if your eyes are fixed on what you have lost. Clarity is the art of stepping back, of widening your gaze, of asking not, "Why did this happen to me?" but, "What is this trying to teach me?" It is the wisdom to know that every closed door is a redirection, not a rejection, a sign that the universe is guiding you towards something you cannot yet imagine. Vision, the architecture of tomorrow. With clarity comes vision, the ability to dream beyond the ruins of your disappointment. Vision is not the naive hope that everything will work out as you planned. It is the fierce determination to build something beautiful from the ashes of what was. See yourself as an architect, standing before a blank canvas, blueprints scattered at your feet. The building you once imagined has collapsed, its foundations shaken by rejection. But now, with trembling hands and a heart full of possibility, you begin to draw again. This time, your vision is bolder, richer, more attuned to the truth of who you are and what you desire. Do not let rejection shrink your vision. Let it expand your imagination. Let it challenge you to dream bigger, to reach higher, to become the architect of a life that is uniquely, unapologetically yours. Purpose, the compass in the wilderness. Purpose is the compass that steadies your trembling hands when all the familiar landmarks vanish. When rejection tears away the map you've clung to, purpose whispers from the depths of your soul, "You are not lost. You are being redirected." Think of the ancient mariners sailing uncharted seas. The stars above were their guides, constant and true, even when storms raged and horizons disappeared. Your purpose is your North Star. It does not waver when the world grows dark. It calls you forward through every setback, every slammed door, every moment when you question whether you are enough. Ask yourself, not once, but every day, why do you rise? What is it that sets your heart ablaze, that calls you to action when all you want is to hide from the world's indifference? Purpose is not found in comfort or ease. It is born in the crucible of adversity, shaped by the very rejections you wish to escape. The pain you feel now is the chisel that carves away the inessential, revealing the core of who you are meant to be. Discipline, the bridge between dreams and reality. But purpose alone is not enough. The world is littered with the bones of abandoned dreams, dreams that withered for lack of discipline. Discipline is the bridge between what you desire and what you become. It is the daily practice of showing up, even when the world says no, even when your heart aches and your spirit falters. Imagine a sculptor rising before dawn, hands cracked and aching, eyes burning with fatigue. Each day, she returns to her block of marble, chipping away, stroke by stroke, guided by a vision only she can see. The world may ignore her. Critics may scoff, but her discipline is unwavering, her commitment unbreakable. In time, the marble yields, and a masterpiece emerges, not despite the struggle, but because of it. So too must you return, day after day, to the work of your own becoming. Let discipline be your anchor in the storm. Let it tether you to your purpose when the winds of rejection threaten to carry you away. Rejection tempts us to retreat, to shrink, to wait for the world's permission before we dare to act again. But the Stoic knows that action is the language of the brave. It is the refusal to let fear write the story of your life. There will be days when your courage is a flickering candle, barely holding back the darkness. On those days, act anyway. Take one step, however small, toward the life you envision. Send the email, make the call, start the project. Not because you are guaranteed success, but because every action is a declaration. I am still here. I am still becoming. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. Do not wait for the world to recognize your worth. Do not wait for the applause, the invitation, the open door. Begin now with what you have, where you are. Let your actions speak the truth of your becoming, louder than any rejection ever could." Gratitude, alchemy for the soul. In the aftermath of rejection, gratitude can feel like a foreign language. Why be grateful for pain, for loss, for the doors that refuse to open? But gratitude is not blind optimism. It is the alchemy that transforms suffering into strength. Close your eyes and breathe. Remember the moments when you felt invisible, unwanted, cast aside. Now look closer. What did those moments teach you? What strength did you discover in your loneliness? What wisdom did you glean from the silence? Gratitude is the art of finding gold in the rubble, of seeing every no as a gift wrapped in thorns. The Stoics remind us that we do not control what happens to us, but we always control how we interpret it. Choose gratitude. Thank the universe for the lessons hidden in your losses. Thank your doubters for sharpening your resolve. Thank rejection itself for revealing the depths of your resilience. Adaptability. Dancing with the unknown, life will not bend to your will. Plans will crumble. Expectations will dissolve. The only constant is change. Adaptability is the art of dancing with the unknown, of bending without breaking, of finding new rhythms when the old ones fall silent. Picture a river carving its way through stone. It does not rage against the obstacles in its path. It curves, it flows, it adapts, until over time, even the hardest rock yields to its persistence. So too must you learn to flow around the barriers, to find new paths when the old ones are blocked. Adaptability is not weakness. It is the highest form of strength. It is the wisdom to know when to fight and when to yield, when to persist and when to pivot. The world belongs not to the strongest, but to those who can change, who can reinvent themselves again and again. Resilience, the unbreakable thread. And so we arrive at resilience, the unbreakable thread that weaves through every story of triumph. Resilience is not the absence of pain. It is the refusal to be defined by it. It is the quiet, stubborn insistence that you will rise, no matter how many times you are knocked down. Think of the ancient oak, its roots deep in the earth, its branches battered by 100 storms. It does not curse the wind. It does not mourn the loss of every fallen leaf. Instead, it endures. It stands. It grows stronger with every trial, more beautiful with every scar. You too are an oak. Your roots run deep, deeper than you know. The storms of rejection may bend you, but they will not break you. Each wound is a testament to your survival. Each scar, a badge of honor. You are not here to be unscathed. You are here to be unbreakable. Learning. The philosopher's torch in the darkness, in the silent aftermath of rejection. When the world feels cold and indifferent, learning is the torch you carry through the darkness. The Stoics believed that every experience, especially those that wound us, contains within it a lesson, a hidden gem of wisdom, waiting to be unearthed by those brave enough to search. Imagine yourself as an ancient philosopher, notebook open beneath a flickering candle, recording not just triumphs, but every failure, every heartbreak, every moment of being overlooked. These are not marks of shame. They are the curriculum of your soul's education. Each rejection is a teacher, stern but fair, urging you to ask, what can I learn from this pain? What patterns do I repeat? What strengths have I neglected? Learning is not passive. It is the act of reclaiming agency, of refusing to let suffering be wasted. When you are ignored, learn to listen. First to your own heart, then to the world around you. When you are undervalued, learn to discern your true worth, independent of any external applause. When you are passed over, learn to see new paths, new skills, new ways of being that you might never have discovered if the easy road had been open. The greatest minds in history, Marcus Aurelius, Viktor Frankl, Maya Angelou, were not immune to rejection. They were shaped by it, transformed by it, made luminous by the lessons they drew from their darkest hours. Let your setbacks be your syllabus. Let your wounds be your wisdom. Connection. The tapestry of souls. No one is an island. The myth of solitary strength is seductive, but it is a lie. Even the Stoics, those champions of inner fortitude, understood the power of connection. The way our lives are woven together in a tapestry of shared striving, shared suffering, shared transcendence. When rejection isolates you, when you feel cast out from the warmth of belonging, reach out. Find your tribe, not necessarily those who applaud your every move, but those who see you, truly see you in your rawness and your becoming. These are the people who will remind you in your lowest moments that you are not alone. Picture a bonfire in the heart of a winter night, sparks rising into the star-studded sky. Around it, a circle of souls, some laughing, some silent, all bearing scars. Each brings their own story, their own pain, their own wisdom. Together, you warm each other against the chill of rejection, the loneliness of the journey. Connection is not about popularity or approval. It is about resonance, the deep, wordless recognition that your struggle is not unique, that you are part of something larger, older, more enduring than any single setback. In the tapestry of souls, every thread matters, every story counts, including yours. Self-mastery, the empire within. To master the art of rejection is to master yourself. The Stoics taught that the true empire is not the world outside, but the kingdom within, the realm of your thoughts, your choices, your reactions. This is the only territory you truly command. When the world ignores you, mocks you, or doubts you, turn inward. Survey your inner empire. Are you ruled by fear, by bitterness, by the need for validation? Or do you govern yourself with wisdom, courage, and compassion? Self-mastery is not a destination. It is a discipline, a practice, a daily commitment to rise above the noise and the chaos. Picture a warrior monk seated in stillness at the center of a raging battlefield. Arrows fly, swords clash, the air trembles with violence. Yet within the monk's heart there is peace, an unassailable fortress built stone by stone through years of trial and reflection. You too can build this fortress. Every time you choose calm over anger, understanding over resentment, growth over stagnation, you lay another stone. Self-mastery is not about suppressing emotion. It is about channeling it, harnessing it, transforming it into the fuel for your highest aspirations. The world may never offer you the recognition you crave, but if you can look in the mirror and know that you have governed yourself with integrity, you have already won the greatest victory. There comes a moment, after the storm, after the silence, after the long night of the soul, when you realize that rejection has not destroyed you. It has revealed you. The person you were before, the one who begged for approval, who shrank from no, who mistook the world's indifference for a verdict on their worth, that person is gone. In their place stands someone new, forged, tempered, unbreakable. Transcendence is not the absence of pain. It is the willingness to embrace it, to let it strip away the false and the trivial until only the essential remains. You are not here to be liked. You are here to become. You are here to rise again and again from the ashes of your old self. Imagine a phoenix, wings of flame, soaring into the dawn. Its beauty is not in its perfection, but in its resilience, the way it dies to its old self, only to be reborn, brighter and stronger than before. This is your destiny. This is the promise hidden in every rejection, every slammed door, every moment of despair. You are not defined by what you have lost. You are defined by what you choose to become. And in that choice, in that act of fierce, unyielding self-creation, lies the secret of the Stoic soul. Empowerment, the fire you carry forward. There is a fire that lives within you, kindled in the moments when you felt most powerless. It is the ember that refuses to die, even when the world's winds howl against it. This fire is your power, unseen, unacknowledged by those who dismissed you, but real and growing all the same. Empowerment is not the gift of others. It is the birthright of every soul who chooses to rise. When you stop waiting for permission, stop seeking validation in the eyes of those who cannot see your worth, you reclaim the energy you once scattered in pursuit of approval. That energy becomes your own. It is yours to wield, to shape, to pour into the life you are building. Feel it now, the pulse of possibility in your veins. Each rejection you've survived has added fuel to your flame. Each no has become a spark, igniting new resolve, new creativity, new determination. You are not a beggar at the gates of destiny. You are the architect of your fate, the author of your story, the builder of your own cathedral of meaning. Empowerment is not loud. It is not boastful. It is the quiet certainty that you can endure, adapt, and create, no matter how many times you are cast aside. It is the strength to walk away from what no longer serves you, the wisdom to invest in what nourishes you, the courage to keep moving forward when the path is unclear. Legacy, the echo you leave behind as you walk this path, scarred, resilient, alive. You begin to understand that your journey is not just your own. Every act of courage, every refusal to be diminished by rejection, sends ripples through the world. You are part of a lineage of souls who have faced the darkness and chosen to become light. Legacy is not measured in accolades or applause. It is measured in the lives you touch, the hope you inspire, the strength you model for those who will one day walk where you have walked. The Stoic emperor wrote not for glory, but for those who would come after, for the seekers and strivers who would need his words in their own hour of trial. So ask yourself, what echo will you leave behind? Will you be remembered as someone who crumbled in the face of adversity, or as one who transformed every setback into a lesson, every wound into wisdom? Your legacy is written not in marble, but in the hearts of those who witness your journey. Every time you choose dignity over desperation, growth over bitterness, grace over resentment, you add to the story of human resilience. There comes a point when you realize you are no longer waiting for the storm to pass. You are becoming the storm. The winds that once threatened to tear you apart now fill your sails. The thunder that once made you cower now becomes your anthem. You are no longer defined by the doors that close behind you, but by the courage with which you forged ahead. You have become the architect, the philosopher, the warrior, the healer. You have learned to stand alone, but also to reach out. You have discovered that your worth is not measured by the attention you receive, but by the integrity with which you live. You have found purpose in pain, discipline in chaos, action in uncertainty, gratitude in loss, adaptability in upheaval, resilience in defeat, learning in every scar, connection in shared struggle, self-mastery in the face of temptation, transcendence in every new dawn. You are not the sum of your rejections. You are the sum of your responses. You are not what the world called you. You are what you choose to become. Now, as the music swells and the horizon blazes with the first light of morning, I invite you to stand in the fullness of your becoming. Do not shrink from the pain of rejection. Let it be your teacher, your forge, your fire. Do not wait for the world to open its doors. Build your own and walk through them with your head held high. Remember, every no is a gift, every closed door a new beginning, every moment of being overlooked, a chance to see yourself more clearly. The universe does not conspire to break you. It conspires to awaken you. So rise. Rise with the wisdom of the Stoics, the courage of the warriors, the compassion of the healers, the vision of the architects. Rise and become the person you were always meant to be, not in spite of rejection, but because of it. Let your life be your answer. Let your journey be your legacy. Let your resilience be your gift to the world. And when you stand before the next closed door, do not flinch. Smile, for you know now, in the marrow of your bones, that every ending is a seed of a new beginning. Every wound is the birthplace of wisdom, and every rejection is a call to rise again and again until you become unstoppable. Stay stoic, stay rising. The world awaits the fire only you can bring. Daily rituals, the small fires that sustain you, greatness, is not built in grand gestures, but in the quiet rituals that shape each day. The world may see only the highlight reels, the victories, the breakthroughs, the moments of triumph, but you know the truth. It is in the unseen hours, in the discipline of daily practice, that your soul is forged. Every morning, as the world still sleeps, you rise. You breathe deeply, feeling the cold air fill your lungs, anchoring you in the present. You write your intentions, not for the world to see, but for yourself, to remind your heart of its purpose when the noise of the day threatens to drown it out. You move your body, honoring its strength, its scars, its resilience. You read the words of those who came before, letting their wisdom seep into your bones. These rituals are your anchor, your compass, your shield. They remind you, when rejection comes knocking, that your worth is not built in a day or defined by a single moment. Your worth is in the showing up, the trying again, the relentless, gentle persistence to become more than you were yesterday. The world's voice is loud, but your own is louder still. In the privacy of your mind, you choose the words that shape your reality. Will you echo the voices of doubt, or will you speak to yourself with the fierce tenderness of a true friend? When the old stories arise, I am not enough, I will never belong, this is the end, meet them with the wisdom of a stoic. Ask, is this true? Who would I be if I chose a different story? Replace the language of defeat with the language of possibility. Speak to yourself as you would to a loved one, standing on the edge of their own becoming. You are worthy. You are resilient. You are not finished yet. This inner dialogue is not empty affirmation. It is the conscious act of choosing your narrative, of reclaiming authorship over your life. The world may try to write your story for you, but only you hold the pen. The final crescendo, the unwritten symphony. And so, as the music of your life swells toward its greatest crescendo, you stand at the threshold of all that is still unwritten. The doors that closed behind you fade into memory. The voices that once dismissed you grow silent. What remains is a symphony you are composing, note by note, day by day. You are the conductor now. With every choice, every act of courage, every moment of grace, you weave together the melodies of your becoming. There will be dissonance, moments of pain, of doubt, of loss. But there will also be harmony, the quiet joy of persistence, the beauty of connection, the triumph of rising after every fall. Let your life be a testament to the power of resilience, the beauty of imperfection, the glory of the unfinished masterpiece. Let your journey inspire others to rise from their own ashes, to claim their own fire, to sing their own song. As you move forward, carry this oath in your heart. I will not be defined by rejection, nor broken by the world's indifference. I will rise again and again with the wisdom of the Stoics and the fire of my own becoming. I will honor my scars, cherish my lessons, and share my light with those still searching for their own. My legacy is not in what I achieve, but in how fiercely I choose to live. Now step forward, step into the light of your own possibility. The world may never fully understand the depth of your journey, the weight of your trials, the magnitude of your transformation, but you know. And that is enough. Every day is a new beginning. Every moment is a chance to rise. The fire within you is real. The world awaits the brilliance only you can offer. So rise, again, and again, and again. The story is yours to write. The symphony is yours to conduct. The legacy is yours to leave. Stay stoic, stay rising, and let the world be changed by your light. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button. To support the channel, leave a comment with your thoughts, and share the video with friends and family to spread the positive values of Stoic philosophy together. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel to not miss upcoming videos on Stoic living and personal development.